Give me a Diet Pepsi. All right, let's talk about math. I want to go over some for both Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. Actually, probably. All right. Let's see if I can. Don't tell me that my thing's gone. Okay, good.
So first we have to call mom, so she's back in town.
Can you connect that HDMI cord for me, Braden? Do what now?
You got the cord.
No.
Did you bring it?
I never brought it to the house. It shouldn't have been brought down there. Did you bring it? Okay, well, can you look for it? Did you put it in one of the drawers? Huh? Okay, so yesterday when you packed up all the stuff, where did the HDMI cord go? Okay, so where is it? It's right there. Okay, this is, by the way, if you guys do the summer program or summer tutoring, this is the virtual classroom. It does have cameras, so your camera would like be down here, you know. Anyway, and this allows you to draw on the whiteboard, and we can do let's see if this will work for me. You do text-based, so I can, copy in a, text or a paragraph. Yeah, you can draw on the board from your computer. There's also the ability to kind of create like side rooms where I can, have people by themselves. There's all different types of things. And the cool part is we're building the homeschooling program on this, and all the courses are going to be already recorded online. So it's going to kind of be like Florida Virtual School, if you guys have ever dealt with that, but better. Yeah, so what we're going to do is during the summer, me and Mr. Morris are going to come in and record all the lessons as if we're doing the whole school year. Yeah. So, and then at the end of the school year, we'll have some video. But during the school year, while we're doing the videos are going to be live streaming and stuff. So hopefully that works out. But this is the virtual classroom. And then if you guys have registered, you guys hopefully have all registered on the website by now. Log in. Okay. This password's wrong. Okay. Okay. So, I wanted to. Can you guys close? Can you close that door, Brian? I wanted to talk to you guys about numbers for a second. Just a general concept of numbers. I wonder if I can. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this to work. Who's in the bathroom?
What?
Why do you want some festive?
Because I'm curious. If you need. If you have a problem, we can turn around and walk away. I'm so tired. So he's saying to leave.
No.
He's wider. Wider.
even like snow white.
Hmm.
Right here, right there. Everything's good. No. Huh? My skin is not actually oily. Yeah. Okay.
So here's the question. Are numbers real?
Yeah.
Are they?
I believe it.
Do they exist?
Yes.
Okay. So when I say, oh, let me get something a little.
You can show me like a picture of something, but that's just paper.
When I write the number 1, what does that mean to you? One what?
Just one.
One thing, one group, one person, right? There's sometimes many things within one thing, right? There's one human, but there's many systems inside that one human. So a 1 doesn't necessarily mean that the object is in itself 1. It's not an attribute of the thing. It's a state of being, right? You exist in a state of oneness in whatever within whatever parameters we're defining, right? So if I said 1 apple, it would be 1 apple, right? 1 person, 1 dog, right? Pretty simple, right? Yes? Okay. So think about numbers as real things then. Think about a 1 as an actual thing that has substance. This thing 1, right? Because when we add this thing 1 to this thing 1, what do we get? So it's almost like we have 2 actual things that we're putting together because we're identifying that they still retain their identity as 1. Does that make sense? The 1 is not it's not combining with the other 1 and becoming, so it's actually being grouped together. There's now a group of 1s, and it's called 2. 2 simply means 2 1s, right? Yes? When I say -1, what does that mean? If you're dealing with positive and negative numbers, what is this, bro? If it's -1, and I say this to people all the time, it doesn't, I want you to look at it as, come on, bro, what are you doing, man? You have positive 1. The only reason there's no sign is because we decide to leave it out. But okay, we decide to leave the positive sign out of positive numbers just because it's understood. Kind of like with a radical sign for a square root, we don't usually put the 2 there. It's understood that a square root without a stated index has an index of 2 generally. That's the convention. Okay. Remember, we talked about conventions. What are conventions? Simply, people have come together as a convention and agreed that we're going to all agree that square roots look like this, right? What's up?
Would you like improper, like, you know, like writing degrees and stuff? Would you write the 2 there?
Okay, one more time.
Like, you know how there's like proper writings where you have to do certain things that you don't do the comma? Like when
Mhm.
you're getting degrees and stuff, would you have to write the 2 there in like those higher math?
No,
And if you did, is that improper?
no. It would be redundant. If it's already understood, why not just leave it out and not write it? But it's up to you. I mean, people are different. This negative 1 is not the same number as positive 1. It's not the same number. It's not a negative positive 1. It's a negative 1. Do you understand? It's its own number. It's the other side of the number scale. So it's when you go beyond 0, you're getting into negative land. All right. How do you have a negative amount of apples? If you owe apples, right? If you owe apples, that if I owe 5 apples, I could actually say I have -5 in apples. Do you see what I'm saying? And the reason why is the same reason that when you actually use negative numbers, it works the way it does. Hold on a second. What does that equal to? 0, right? Because when a negative number meets a positive number, they cancel each other out, right? -1, +1, you get back to 0 again. They cancel each other out. -2, +1, you get -1 left, right? Because the 2 positive, everybody understands that. The reason I'm going over this is because we're almost done in the math book. And that's algebra 1 and 2. So this is the beginning of like really hard math. If you thought this was hard, then math is definitely probably not going to be your career choice then. But if you can start to think about numbers in a different way, it's helpful when you're looking at, for example, algebra 1. Let's open up to chapter 12. Remember, you guys have what's that? Algebra 1, practice 10.10. A red ball is removed and replaced before a green ball is removed. A jar contains 3 wooden balls, 3 red wooden balls, 2 white wooden balls, 5 green wooden balls. 2 balls are removed from the jar in succession. A red ball is removed and replaced before a green ball is removed. $10.10. I'm sorry. We'll go to the other chapter in a minute. Turn to page 401. That's where you're supposed to be right now. in Algebra 1, 401. A red ball is removed and replaced before a green ball is removed. So what are the chances that I'm pulling a red ball and then a green ball? Yeah, we'll have to go here. Let's do this. You guys were doing a review yesterday, right? Or was that Algebra 2?
The review of the frequency and
Did everybody, Algebra 1, you guys got the box and whisker plots down? Everybody's good on that? Page 379 is going to be scatter plots. Go ahead and read that. Like, I'm not going to